Okay. Hey, it's working. This is all right. I have been looking back and forth. I probably look completely screwy, but those of you who have joined me for the last few weeks know how much computer problems I've been having. So it's working. Thank you, Christine Gorganis, the other phenomenal psychic that I work with all the time. She smacked me upside the head and said, "Girlfriend, pull your energy in. You are creating all this havoc around the computers." Of course, she couldn't tell me this before my hard drive burned out. So those of you who are waiting to receive your books, hard drives burned out. I'm waiting. They did retrieve all the information. I will have the books again on digital format. I'm just waiting for them to ship me my hard drives. With all of that, let me say welcome to the Spiritual Psychic Show, where we get to talk to your higher self. Those of you who've submitted questions, I've answered quite a few of them. Some of them, I couldn't get to all of them, but those that I didn't get to, I might be able to pick up on another week, and I will do my best to do that. So keep submitting your questions. I want to jump right in and tell you who won this week, but first I want to peek and see if you're on. Let me see. Bear with me. Still getting the hang of the everything working. Okay, let's see. Listen, as I can hear myself. That's frightening. All right. Let's see. Beth, welcome aboard. Aaron, always great. Michelle, love you. Antonio, hope the business is doing well, honey. Olivia, thank you for joining me. Those who were on before, you got to check out Olivia's stuff. The Wild Within, another phenomenal psychic who teaches. Good, I can say who won because she's on. Laura, Lori Green Perez, you won the free reading this week. Congratulations, girlfriend. Thank you for sharing the show and for liking and following this page. That is all it takes, and you get submitted into a free reading. Now, for the people who won copies of the ebook, Elizabeth Evans DiCaprio and Linda Chichirichi. So, you guys, like I said, as soon as that hard drive is up and back to me, I'm going to get the books out. If you have previously won a book and you want to gift it to somebody else, you just have to tell me where to send it to, and I will be sure that the person gets it and you are acknowledged. So, Carla, nice to see you. Mary Cole, welcome aboard. Gina. Gina makes me walk very early in the morning. The last time was 2 miles. I mean, is this a friend or is this, I don't know. I think she's a friend. Alrighty, I want to jump right in. Stephanie, nice to have you on. Lisa, always good to see you. I hope the pregnancy is coming along well. I do see the pictures on Facebook. For those of you who submit questions through the forms, I love the forms. Let me tell you why. Number one, it's only your first name. You can't accuse me of sneaking and looking at Facebook. Number two, you get to put an alias so I can speak fully and freely and tell you what it is you need to hear without any embarrassment. So I'm going to jump right into a few of these because we do have quite a few. Oh, for you new guys, who am I? I'm a two-time best-selling author and international speaker on intuition. I love being able to help people understand intuition as a guiding force in their life. And you don't have to second guess it. There are ways of ensuring you're getting the right information, and that's what I like to demonstrate. So welcome. I am Nora Truscello. So sister, this is to you. Is my aunt still with us? I got right away, yes, she is still with you, but she is transitioning, meaning she's back and forth between the worlds. Many of you who ever worked in hospice or saw somebody going through hospice care understand that our loved ones will cross over, come back, cross over, come back. There will be a point where they will not be able to come back or choose not to come back. it's a way of preparing and getting ready to completely transition. As of right now, she is still with you, but it is not, she's not consciously with you guys. Physically, she is. She's more on the other side, and her body is ready to just surrender it and give it up. So give her as much love and encourage her to move on. And of course, say lots of prayers. That is always, always helpful. Lisa, always good to see you, honey. Hi, Kelly Lynch. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Nice to have you on board with us. Lisa O'Neill. Lisa, aka Lila, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to give away who you are, because if I read yours, I know I got one from Lily. Oh, Lily, I didn't get to you this week. It was just too many. But like I said, you can always resubmit. I will do my best to get them. All right, let me jump right in. Also, throw your questions up on the feed, guys, because I also, I do my best to grab as many off of there too. So this one is from Lovely. Lovely says, I need to make a decision about a trial I'm about to have. I fell 3 years, had major injuries. I was just wanting to know, should I say yes or no? I don't believe I should say yes, thank you. So it sounds to me like a settlement was offered. So I asked the other side, and I heard loud and clear, take offer, exclamation point. I asked them, I said, she doesn't really want to. Why are you encouraging this? Can she push it for a little more? What's going on? They said you can push for a little more, but please do not over push, because you will end up going to trial, and trial will be a break even from what the offer is. You will not gain anything from it. It will just be more physical and mental exhaustion. The sooner you close this, the happier you're going to be. The finances are not going to increase according to spirit. So grab it. Okay, grab it and get your peace, Lovely. It's really important. Our health and our well-being means a lot. Rosemary Williams, thanks for joining us, Rosemary. Nice to have you. I'm feeling an unusual and destructive rage. This is Erin. I have no idea why or where it's coming from. Could you tell me where it's from and how to shut it down? It is coming from mom, honey, and it is unintentional. They're telling me loud and clear, mom's sadness and emotional distress, although she started to get a handle on it, is not really dealing with it. It's like exploding out. It is hitting you because you are extremely empathetic with her. You are like this with her. You need to cut those ties. By cutting ties, guys, I am not saying cut your love, your attention, or your caring, but your energetic ties. You do not have to breathe the air they're breathing. You do not have to eat their food and smell their smells. You can be compassionate and empathetic without being an empath and owning it. And Aaron, unconsciously, you are owning your mother right now. You got to shake this, honey. Bring in a light, push it right through you, like a whole process, pull it right down into the earth. I'm saying this quickly because I know you understand what I mean. And this way I can get to other questions quickly. Dora, nice to have you on board. Lisa, I will try to grab your question in a second because I want to grab the people on the forms that I know I want to read. Okay, this is a family affair. Everybody listen, because this affects a lot of us, okay? It says, good evening, Nora. I am one of 5 children. Mom had a lovely 2-family home built in Pennsylvania approximately 38 years ago. Mom told me and my siblings that her house belongs to all of us when her and Dad are gone. They passed within 6 months of each other. My oldest sister sold the house and kept all the proceeds to herself. What possessed my oldest sister into thinking it was okay with what she had done? What does mom and dad have to say about this? Okay, so we're going to take the second question first. What does mom and dad have to say about this? Those of you who watch the show regularly know I don't like to do mediumship online because I don't have you to bounce off of. Is this really your parents? But I trust it, and I just said, if this, please can do the best you can, come through. They said they are highly disappointed, but not surprised, and they don't know why you are. This is not unexpected of her behavior. So if that sounds like your sister, you know that's what your parents are thinking. Second question, which was actually your first, what possessed my oldest sister into thinking it was okay with what she had done? She felt owed, due. Also, it was her duty. Now, here's the interesting part. It was her duty to do this in this lifetime so you could experience what it felt like to be taken advantage of. Then a strong energy came in. My interpretation is it's Archangel Michael. I could be incorrect, but this is the type of energy that I feel when he comes in. The message was, the lesson is, can you fully forgive and just let it go as if it was a gift? Surrender your share for the love of another. Is any amount worth eternal trials until you get this lesson? Learn now. I mean, that's like really powerful. How many of us have gotten screwed by family with money? I mean, probably everybody at least once. And to totally let it go so that you don't have to do these trials and have more experiences similar or like it. It's priceless. It's priceless. So take a look at what he's suggesting. That really came through a type of St. Michael energy. I would not just poof, poof that aside and say, yeah, but you don't understand. No story matters. Let it go. Give it as a gift. Alrighty. So for those of you who are wondering, how can I win a free reading? All you have to do is share this show right now, this particular show. And if you're watching the recording, share the recording. But you must also like and follow this page, Into Intuition's page. And if you have done both, you go into the random number generator, it pulls up people, and I just click through. You can win a reading or one of my books, and you can tell me which book you would like, and we send it over in an ebook fashion. For those of you who've been liking and sharing, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And I'm happy that it's really growing and moving. You guys are awesome. All right, let me grab another question on the feed. So Lisa Pimente Show, finally feeling good and back to work. My finances, excuse me, are a mess now from missing so much time. Do you see them getting better soon or have advice to get there? Okay, so what I do right away is I just ask them to show me a calendar and like you would see when you're looking at finances, up and down, when you're looking at financial reports. So they are still showing me your finances are still going to continue to go down a little bit. They're going to get thinner on the bottom. It's going to be a bit of a struggle. It won't be until about July you start to come out of it and begin to catch up in August, September. That's when you'll start to catch up. They are saying you can reduce the stress of it by not overbuying and watching what you're spending money on. They are saying, yeah, your mommy to be, don't buy anything. Family's going to take care of most of it. Don't get like carried away. Stay focused on not overspending right now. Things will work out. The normal stress of being pregnant sometimes makes us want to buy things. Anyway, it did for me. Dory, welcome aboard. Lynn, welcome. I'll do my best to jump to your question. Gina Long, nice to have you on. Denise, always good to see you. Samantha, I will try to grab your question too as we move along. So, let me see. Announcements. I wanted to remind you all about Lilydale up in upstate New York, where I will be teaching a class on dreams. It's a one-day class, August 20th. It should be a lot of fun. And Christine Gaganis is going to join me just for the fun of it. So you would get both of us up there for the price of one. It should be a lot of fun. I am working diligently on the online class, and we are also working diligently on a private membership section of the website where we're going to have all these awesome goodies to offer. So stay tuned, keep an ear out, make sure you're on the email list so you don't miss any of that. Now, Spooky Sushi. Is that like a great name? I loved it. Spooky Sushi. Because of Spooky Sushi's question, I actually decided to give 25% off of any psychic readings due this month for June. How do you do it? Just type in the word June, June, all capital letters. When you're checking out, it will take off 25%. My reason is she really, really needs to hear from her grandfather. And again, and the messages I'm getting compel me to want to tell you stuff, but I have no way of knowing if this is really your grandfather. So he is saying he hears you and that he always has advice for you and always hears what you're saying and asking. But because I'm not sure it's your grandfather and I got an uncomfortable feeling, I don't want to share what he's saying. He said to me that he smoked when he was in his 30s and quit, and he danced with you at your wedding. If those questions are correct, and Spooky Sushi, you are on the line, tell me they are correct answers and I will address it. If not, everybody, just type in the word June and you will get a free 25% off on your readings. Again, doing mediumship on the show is really difficult because I don't have the back and forth. Yeah, that's my grandfather. No, that's not my grandfather. Response for us to make sure the right spirit's there. For those of you who've been following me for so long, you know it's all about protection. It's all about being safe, and then you get accurate answers. I'm accurate and I'm good because I make sure who I'm talking to. I use the intuitive footprint. I use the prayers of protection. You can't just jump in there willy-nilly and listen to just any old spirit talking to you. It can be dangerous. Ask some of the people online, right, Lisa? All right, let's see what else is going on. Lynn, I do have one more, but we're going to get to that. Lynn, I have leukemia. I'm sorry, honey. I want to know if you know how difficult it's going to get. And is my mom helped me through it? And is my mom helping me through it? Is what I believe you're asking. They're telling me it's going to be extremely difficult, but not to the degree that you think. Your mind is playing and making it more difficult than it really is going to be, but it is not an easy road. The amount of, they're showing me black and blue on your stomach. I mean, I know people take insulin that way. I don't know if that's related to leukemia, but that's what they're showing me. So there'll be a lot of bruising and discomfort. And if it is your mother's spirit speaking with me, she's never left your side. She's always with you. She has crossed over. She is always with you. She understands what you're going through, and she wishes you would pray a little bit more and calm yourself a little bit more. She sees that a lot of the pain and discomfort will come from the stress of not knowing. And again, like I said, I have no way of confirming that's your mom because we're not in a two-way conversation here. Aaron, you're welcome, honey. Me too, Aaron. I'm getting it too. Lisa, shame on you. What's going on, girlfriend? We have to figure that one out. Samantha, I haven't been very successful in my life when it comes to finding love. Sometime this year, will I meet the person I am meant to marry? No, you won't. They're making that very loud and clear, and you're not going to meet the person you're supposed to marry until you change a bit of your attitude. You have a very, see, this is why we should use, oh, you did use the form, honey. That's right. You asked this question, but you couldn't wait. So you put it in the feed. So you might get embarrassed. You have a very like arrogant kind of coming off about you. And it's not really who you are, but it's a protective mechanism. So you're sharp, a little arrogant, a little like you kind of attitude, and that makes people uncomfortable, especially men around you. So you're not attracting in the kind that you want, but you got that up because you're really afraid of getting hurt. You're very sensitive. You're so afraid of the world that you want to hide and you can't hide. So you put up that persona. So you're hiding. So you're vibrating into the world. I'm not here. Don't look at me. How can any man see you? So they can't. Energy attracts the same type of energy. So you're not putting out there, I'm free, I'm here, I'm interested. You're putting out there, I'm quiet, I'm shy, I'm hiding, and God forbid somebody notice, you have that front about you, that don't mess with me attitude. So you need to adjust that inner conversation, heal that child within, that emotion within that makes you afraid. And then, boom, floodgates will open and you'll have your choice. Literally, you will have your choice. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. She says I look beautiful. Kendra, nice to see you. Debbie Gibson, Gutshell, nice to see you again, honey. Let me get to Maggie May. Maggie May, do you see any health problems and what my financial outlook? P.S. I love watching you. Thank you so much. I love that you do. And if I could make one wish come true, my wish would be to meet you in person for a reading. That might happen, sweetie, because Chris and I are in discussions about, should we do another live show or shouldn't we? Should we? Should we? So we're kind of leaning toward we should. So give me some feedback, guys, if you think we should do another live show. And Chris and I would definitely give it more serious thought. However, let's get to your questions. Health problems. They showed me right away circulation, issues in your legs because you're not properly grounded. Now, my brother's a vascular surgeon, and if he could hear me say it's because you're not properly grounded, he would probably have a bird, you know. But you have to connect to the earth properly and energetically in order to keep your body's energy flowing properly. They're telling me you bang hard in your movement. So you're a jogger or a runner, or you walk fast, you do a lot on your feet, but you don't walk gently. It's like, and that is part of the breaking of the grounding, because it's like you don't want to be where you're at. You need to keep moving. You got to get over there. You got to get over there. You got to get over there. So it's a constant rapid movement. That being said, I'll tell you what my brother would say. Wear surgical stockings, those tight stockings that are designed. As far as the spirits say, get grounded. It will not cure where you're at, but it will stop it from increasing and becoming more of a problem. So those tired, achy legs, that's the reason. Financials have slowly declined, and they're going to continue to slowly decline through the summer. It's interesting, very much like Lisa. You're going to level off in September and start rising again in October, and it will be a steady recoup. So you will recoup everything that is going on. I almost felt like, your work schedule is similar to that of a teacher, because I felt like it went totally dead for the summer and then up again. So to remind you all, I am offering 25% off all readings in June. All you have to do is type in the word June in capital letters, So those of you who really want to speak to somebody who has passed and need a mediumship reading, I'm doing that discount for you guys because I need to make sure who you're talking to. Let's see, Gina Long. Nora, I was wondering if my aunt is still with us. She died yesterday. Is she with uncle and granddad? Oh, see, Gina, that's what I'm talking about. First of all, let's hope she's not. That's number one. You want to start praying now. Praying now that she moves over, she goes to the light, she moves. The first 3 days are vital. Spirits get confused when they first pass away. Those, I get that I feel like your aunt was spiritual, very aware of her religious practices, practiced them, really believed in God, had a good faith. That being said, those who don't get really confused. So keep praying for her over the next few days to make sure she gets into the light. Once she's in a light, then she can come back. Do not schedule a reading with me to speak to her for at least 3 or 4 months. They need time to adjust. Okay? Laura, make sure to like the page. I'm so excited. Oh, yes, sweetie, you just email me. Those of you guys who, Laura won the reading and those who won the books, just email me, Nora at intuition.com. And my website is intuition, INTOINTUITION.com. And I will make sure you get your books and the like. Teresa, Aunt Teresa, my Aunt Teresa's online. Hi, that's so exciting. I love when I see family charges me. Casey Rogers, nice to see you again, Casey. It's been a little while. Michelle, a major hurdle popped up in my situation. I'm ready to give up. It feels like the rug got pulled out from under me. Do you still see working out and me getting approved? Michelle, I do still see you getting approved. You need legal advice, though. You need some serious legal advice, but I do still see you getting approved. And I'm also being told you might need to go to another surgeon for a possible review to get other opinions so that you can move forward with this. That is what I'm hearing. Tina, thanks for joining us. All right, with just a few minutes left, I'm going to try to grab a couple more questions, but I do have to do my commercials. For those of you who joined me at the Lebanese Festival, thank you. The St. Mammons Festival down in Philadelphia. I did catch, a few people did catch me, just a couple actually. They were local, so it makes it easier, and I was able to give them a reading. So that was fun, and thank you for supporting the church. Truth Seeketh, we had a blast on his podcast. It was supposed to be 1 hour. We went 2 hours. Once he already did the live show, once he transfers that over to a podcast version, I'll pop it up on my site too so you guys can hear it if you're interested. It was supposed to be about animal communication. It was like this much animal communication, this much spirituality, this much animal communication. But it was a lot of fun. The online classes are really coming up, and they're coming up fast. I think you guys are going to love them, as well as the new membership section of the website. All of that should be up by the end of the summer. So let's grab at least one more. Lynn, you didn't hear the reading. Lynn, just go back and listen to it on the video. Yes, do it. I need to finally make one. All right, I'm not sure what you mean, honey. I'm sorry. June, yeah, June with a capital J-U, all capital letters. You got it, guys. Michelle, thank you for that. I see Dr. T right now. I love seeing everyone. All right, Linda wants to know if I see her finances improving. Okay, so again, I'm just taking a look at the calendar, guys. I'm asking them to show me when the graph starts to go up, what date am I at? And I'm at the 3rd week of August. 3rd week of August, things will start to move upward, but they're going to move upward pretty quickly, sweetie. So it's not like a gradual, ooh, just making it along. It's going to go, and you're going to get comfortable pretty quickly. So that wraps it up for tonight. This has been a blast. I love doing a show with you guys. Keep sending in your questions. And remember, say a prayer of protection before going into your intuition and retrieving those answers. Bye now. Have a blessed night. Bye bye.